What is wrong with men these days? I don't get it. I've had 2 encounters with 2 men recently. And the first one I met while I was out with a girlfriend. We were having fun. He asked for my number. I gave it to him. After he asked for my number, come to find out, he's 27. And I told him, I said, look, I am too old for you. Like, that's just not going to work. He's like, okay, no big deal. Didn't expect to hear from him. He hits me up and he's like, hey, what are you doing tonight? This was last weekend. And I said, it's Mother's Day. I'm hanging out with the kids. And instantly the conversation turns sexual. He's like, hey, how are you in bed? Asking all these questions. And I'm like, no, sir. Like, I am not that kind of woman. Like, the girls that you hang out with at your age, maybe that's who they are, but that's not me. I'm older.
Gentlemen, welcome back. Women regretting hookup culture are
back on the menu, boys!
And honestly, guys, something about me, these are my least favorite theme episodes. Maybe they could be the most emotionally engaging, the most interesting ones, the most disgusting ones, but honestly, they're the ones that take the biggest toll on me. I'd much rather cover single mothers, man. They're much more pleasant than these individuals right here. But with that being said, give me your opinion down in the comments. You like these episodes more, and let's get started.
And instantly the conversation turns sexual. He's like, hey, how are you in bed? Asking all these questions. And I'm like, no, sir. Like, I am not that kind of woman. Like,
yeah, so I forgot to introduce this lovely lady, but single mother is on dating, and when a man asks to do something that he's interested in, she's like, no, sir, how dare you? You ought to respect me, right? Because even though I'm a single mother and I've missed a couple of Prince Charmings along the way, even though I've made all the bad mistakes, you owe me respect. And you owe me, to fulfill my dreams or just leave me be. It's not how it works, It's not the nicest thing possible, but yeah, the streets are cold. I mean, men on dating apps just don't care about your story. They want to smash, and that's it. And if you don't like the situation, then what are you doing there, right? Hookup culture is never a problem when they are young. I mean, for most of these women that we cover, it's the reason why they are pregnant. But where they are mothers, but afterwards is, no, I need someone to come and pick up the broken pieces and save me.
Like, the girls that you hang out with at your age, maybe that's who they are, but that's not me. I'm older.
Yeah, that used to be you. Am I right?
And so anyways, he continues to talk to me. I keep telling him, nope, not me, not gonna happen, not my thing. Go hang out with the girls that you hang out with, because it's not gonna be me. So anyways, that was the first one. Second guy I have known for a while. He owns a comedy club here in the town that I live in, and he invites me out to the comedy club. Sometimes I go, sometimes I don't go. Just depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I have a girlfriend that I go with. Sometimes she likes to go out there. So anyways, well, the last time I went, he asked if he could walk me to my car. Sure. He's a good looking guy. I mean, not gorgeous, but he's all right. Sure, walk me to my car. And then when he gets to my car, he's like, hey, when can we go out? I said, figure something out. Date, time, where you want to go, I'll be there. Sure, I'll go on a date with you. No big deal. But then when I'm driving home that night, he's texting me, hey, can I come over to your place? No, you can't. Mind you, this guy is like 6 years older than me. So I told him no. And of course he was like, oh man, whatever. So then he invites me out again last night, and I couldn't go to the club last night, to the comedy club. So I told him, sorry, hey, can't go. Things are going on. whatever, no big deal. So then I get a text message from him today. What are you doing tonight? And then the very next text message says, besides me. No, sir, I'm not doing you tonight. I just don't know, like, what happened to dating with a purpose. I am not a 304. Like, if you're gonna date me, date me. But this hookup culture sucks. Not what I'm looking for.
Now, guys, I gotta say, in theory, right on paper, I agree with this woman. I mean, it's good that at least she is not a 304 now. A lot of questions arise. Was she a 304 before, etc.? But here's my take. I mean, for me, women on dating apps, or, you know, just who are part in some way of hookup culture, or who are single mothers and all these groups, right? For me, are like homeless people. I mean, a lot of people sympathize with them and feel sorry for them. But the fact of the matter is that most homeless people are homeless because of bad decisions, or because their minds have gone bad of taking so many substances, or because of gambling addictions, substance addictions, you know, or because the inability to keep work. I mean, statistically, that's the biggest proportion of homeless people. That's the reason for that. Yeah, here and there is a person that just had a really bad situation happen to him, and he's not, you know, to blame for it. But statistically speaking, most of them are just there because of themselves. And you can't really, I mean, you can feel bad for their situation, but you can't really empathize with that because it's their own doing. And it's the same with women. I mean, all those single mothers, all those women who've been through hookup culture, and all those women on dating apps trying to be a victim. Yeah, here and there is a woman who lost her husband in a natural way, or there is a woman who tried her best in a marriage, but her man didn't care, and he really did a 180 on the marriage, and he cheated. Yeah, there are women like that, but for the most part, statistically speaking, single mothers, it's their own doing. They kick the husband out of the family unit. They make a series of bad decisions, one after the other. When they're younger, they don't go for the good guys. They go for the bad boys. They get pregnant. They go at a later point, you know, on dating apps, being a single mother. It's just a long series of wrong choices, one after the other. So this is why I don't feel sympathy now. Probably I've covered a woman on these regretting hookup culture episodes that really wasn't to blame. But for everyone that isn't to blame, the other 99 are to blame. So I'd rather stick with that. But what do you think, gentlemen?
The whole point of my page is to stop people from wanting to engage in tomfoolery. Having a sneaky link is stupid, especially as a woman. Chances are all you're getting out of that is sex. And if you care for sex that much, wow. Let's be honest and real here. Most of these boys don't even know what they're doing. So you're not even gaining that. So what are you gaining? He's gaining sex. He's probably even gaining a place to stay. He's probably even gaining food because you lot love to cook for man that's not yours. He's probably even gaining emotional support because man love to pillow talk. Oh, this friend hurt my feelings. Wow. But I'm still going to be friends with him. Okay. If you want to have a sneaky link, if it's by force, if you've got shackles on you that are saying, I must have a sneaky link, at least make sure you're getting something out of it, girls. Some of you are even booking your own cab there. So not only are you pleasing him sexually, but you're also funding your own cash loss. Make it make sense. Make sure this guy's paying some sort of bill of yours too. I will never understand sneaky link culture because you're getting nothing out of it. It's a lose-win situation. Also, you don't know who the heck that guy is sleeping with on the side as well. Do you think he's telling you the truth when he says he's only sleeping with one girl? Lol. Men don't like telling the truth. When will you not understand? They don't tell.
Guys, let's stop the blubbering for a minute. You can sort of see what type of men these women are dating. Because most men, they don't sleep around with many women. I mean, most men don't even have the opportunity to do so. And between the ones who have, guys who are committed don't do that. So you can clearly see she's talking about the chads. She's talking about the players that just want to mess around, and they know it, and she knows it. So you can see this woman is not dating the Bobs and the Brads. She's dating the chads.
The truth, he's not sleeping with just one. If he can do this with you and he doesn't have to pay for anything, what do you think is stopping him from doing it with 500 other girls? So now not only is it you're pleasing him, cash loss, now baby scares, now STD scares, I'm not seeing what the point of this sneaky link culture is. Personally, I'm not seeing the point. But you lot keep doing what you want to do. I'm not involved. You lot do what you want to do. Make sure you're staying protected. Make sure you have your condoms. Make sure you have all of them things there. But will I do a video on how to? No, because I think it's stupid. To be real, it's a poor man's game. Let's keep it about, because someone that actually is trying to change their life, make money, take their family out of the hood, all of them things there, has not got time to entertain nonsense like this. Oh, but the rappers do. All the rappers. Are you a rapper? Do you make rapper money? Show your bank account, and you'll talk about the rappers can do it. Not everything is for everybody. Focus on grinding and making money rather than trying to sleep.
Sorry, madam, just men do not relate to this. Most men are not like Chad. They don't try to just sleep around. I mean, hell, even if they tried, they couldn't succeed just because you dated Chad. You know, doesn't apply to all men. Guys, it's always the same. Like, women put all men in the same bag. But in reality, it's just them dating the top 5% of guys who just want to sleep with as many women as they can. Let's check our final victim of hookup culture.
I love me a good Hinge story, so welcome back to episode 389, probably, of what continues to be my incredibly eventful, fruitful dating saga. I'm your host, Tilly Willy, and welcome back to my dating life. I met this guy on Hinge, everything was going great, date 1, date 2, great, everything was fine, nothing to complain about, maybe apart from the fact that he told me that he sometimes makes out with his best friend, but we are going to glaze over this fact very quickly and move on to where the story begins, which is the hookup. We had just finished hooking up, and as soon as we were done, he looks at me and he says, "Hey, I want to show you something really cool." So I obviously go, "Okay, like, I absolutely want to see you, like, what do you have?" Mans runs to his kitchen, basically on all fours, panting, and he grabs something from the freezer. As he retrieves it, he's running again, like grinning ear to ear as he returns, as if he caught some big fish or something. "Here," he goes, "look." It was an owl? Like, a dead one, in a grocery bag, and he's holding it. "Look," he says. In his post-nut clarity, he thought that this would be the perfect time to show me a gift? I love a man whose love language is gift giving, but this might be a little much, a little too soon. "What the f is this?" I say, to which he responds, "Oh, it's just a little guy. My roommate is a taxidermist." I did end up seeing him again, and after that. Honestly, I will say it was a pretty cool owl. 12 out of 10, would do it again.
Alright, gentlemen, so we'll end right here. Sorry in advance for the headache that this video caused you. Again, just women, men, you know, they always blame men men in dating. Am I right, ladies? Men in dating, they're just so bad. They're so wrong. Yet at the same time, they keep going back to the same dudes, you know? They can't leave dating. They don't want to. They receive attention. They receive validation. They will be out here mocking those guys on TikTok, like, look at my story, you know, men, just men. But at the same time, they can't live without that hookup, you know, that that shot of attention they receive. So, what are your thoughts, gentlemen, about the incredibly annoying individuals we covered today? Leave me down in the comments your thoughts, and I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one.